Good morning and welcome to Cincy Lifestyle. Thank you for joining us, and we invite you to kick back, relax, and enjoy the next half hour with us. We got some good stuff cooking up, including kittens in the studio. Okay, don't start.
They're adorable.
They really are. My favorite, Sunny.
Yeah. You know what I was reading today, not related to kittens, but just about Panera. Have you heard of Panera now has a subscription?
Morning coffee, baby.
Yeah, where you can get, for I think it's $8.99 a month or something like that. You can get all the coffee that you want to drink.
But I did hear that they have a new latte lineup.
Oh.
And honestly, Panera's hazelnut coffee is one of my favorite coffees.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Well, you know
A new latte lineup. I did just this. It's just funny to me. I did hear this.
Right.
New latte lineup.
I'm just wondering because I don't drink coffee. And so I was like, what would I or you guys like a subscription to if it weren't coffee?
That's a good question.
A nice, entertaining cable channel. Free.
Cincy Lifestyle all the time.
That's it, the Cincy Lifestyle channel. I love it. That was settled quickly.
I don't know. I feel like I don't fangirl over anything hard enough to want something all the time.
Not even a charcuterie board?
You bring up a good point. I do love cheese. What I do enjoy are the wine subscriptions. That's always a good gift. My brother and sister-in-law got me that for Christmas one year, and every month they deliver.
Wine and cheese, yeah. So we found two things for the non-fangirl in
Just kidding.
I'm thinking popcorn for me.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, popcorn.
I'm thinking I don't know yet.
Garrett's popcorn, still deciding.
Macaroni and cheese. If that comes up, I'm in.
Yeah.
Tell us when spring
Sign
rolls
me
around.
up. Sign me up. Well, you know, we are also celebrating this warm weather we're having. Everybody's enjoying it. But unfortunately, we have to point out that it means pollen season is right around the corner. In fact, they tell us that trees are starting to shed their wonderful essence on the tri-state right about now, which always leads to the conversation about how bad allergies are in Cincinnati and how this is the allergy capital of the world and blah, blah, blah. It's not.
Does the pollen affect you too?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm on two medicines. No, and a spray.
And
two
a spray.
medicines and a nose spray.
I started a medicine and a spray this morning.
Oof.
Yeah.
I feel like I could feel it in my eyes right now. My eyes have been feeling.
So where would you think the worst place in a 100-mile radius for pollen would be that would make the top 10 of the worst pollen places in the country? Where would you think?
See, I would have expected Cincinnati to be a top 10.
Because we think that when it comes to pollen, we're at the center of the universe. We're not. Number 6 on the list of worst places for pollen, and the one closest to us, Louisville, Kentucky.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
Really?
I wonder why.
So not only do they have to suffer with not being Cincinnati, they also have to suffer with the pollen we think Cincinnati has, but doesn't.
Welcome to the signs of
That's
spring.
That's right.
That's exactly right.
So another sign of spring, one, I feel like I've been seeing runners everywhere, which is awesome going to work. But another sign of spring is getting outside and playing some pickleball.
Ooh.
Pickleball.
Right? Yes, pickleball.
Hey, that's the thing I didn't know about until I saw your piece.
Yes, and that is what you're about to see right now. So pickleball, you can play it inside or outside. And we took a trip to the Mayerson JCC to figure out what it's all about and why it's becoming so popular in the tri-state. Take a look. I'm just here for moral support. Yeah, I was about to say, you can hit it to her. It is a Monday around 12:30, and you guys have packed courts, so that says something.
We're talking about the pickleball courts at Mayerson Jewish Community Center. 3 days a week, the JCC Gymnasium is packed with pickleball players, young and old, with Lonnie from Epic Play Pickleball spearheading the sport.
There you go.
It's kind of like a tennis, ping pong, morph sport.
Yes, I say it's the love child of tennis and ping pong.
Yeah.
You're playing it on a smaller court, so that was what was so wonderful for people of a certain age. You know, you have to cover a lot less territory, and it's easier on your knees, because most of us are, I tell you what the population starts out as being, people who are athletes in their youth, and they really don't want to walk away from sport, game, and play, and so this has just been the thing. It has just been bringing everybody back to getting that thrill, that excitement.
A competitive nature.
Yes,
you can totally feel that here that it's a happy place, but they want to win.
Yeah, oh yeah.
To win a game of pickleball, it's the first team or player to 11 win by 2. It's played with paddles much smaller than an average tennis racket, yet larger than a ping pong paddle. And the balls are made of hard plastic, creating a popping sound that echoes the gym.
So 7-0-1?
Yep.
The scoring is also different from other racket sports. And there are small quirks, like the double bounce rule and no volleying in certain areas of the court.
Wait, oh, can I hit that?
It's a fast, fun, and friendly game for all ages and skill levels. That's why the JCC and Epic Play Pickleball is committed to growing and teaching the game.
We have 3 courts that are always set up with lines down so that they are ready to come. A lot of people have their own rackets. We do have rackets and balls here. You look forward to seeing these same people every day. And, you know, every Tuesday I'm going to see them playing pickleball, and you just get to be part of the family. People are looking out for you, and you're having great time, great conversations, and connections with the community.
Pick Up Pickleball is free to JCC members and $20 to the public. There's also an online group called Cincinnati Pickleball that outlines all the opportunities to pick up a paddle and play in the tri-state.
Oh, nice.
I'm working up a sweat.
I know,
And
yeah.
we're about to play another game, so that's a wrap.
That looks like so much fun.
Because you didn't really know much about pickleball until we kind of started talking about it.
I heard a lot about it, but had no idea what it was.
It is, I'm telling you, it is that perfect combination if you're into racket sports of ping pong, racquetball, and tennis.
Used to, as a teenager, play a fair amount of ping pong. But
You would probably, you'd probably enjoy pickleball. And it's nice too because you can partner up with someone and the court is much smaller. So as they were saying, it's easier on your knees.
Smaller court.
A smaller court, yeah. But I'm telling you, they were competitive. They wanted to win.
Just for the record, this sport was not born out of fraternity hazing.
No. As rumor has it.
As rumor
in our
has
ear.
it, in our control room. That's how. But so, how big is this in this area?
So it's growing. I have a feeling it's probably growing everywhere. But there are more and more pickleball courts popping up around the tri-state. And I think what makes pickleball so great is you can play it indoors and outdoors. And check out the Cincinnati Pickleball Club online if you're interested, because there are places on that website where you can go and sign up and then see where everybody, where the courts are, and then the times and the list of people that are involved. And then Epic Pickleball with Lonnie, she coaches. So she was awesome. She was giving me the pointers, and she'll teach you how to play the game, the scoring, because the scoring's a little different. It's not like tennis or deuce or anything like that. And she'll teach you the ropes.
This sounds like a team effort coming up here, a team trip. Cincy Lifestyle crew.
I am so ready.
So excited you dropped your paper.
I am so excited. And then also check out, if you want to check out the Mayerson JCC, you can do so at mayersonjcc.org, and Epic Pickleball is also on Facebook.
All right, sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Indeed. Mona?
Looking forward to that trip. Well, from murder on the Orient Express to CSI in whatever city, we all love to play sleuth and solve the crime. And if you're looking for crimes to solve, the library's got plenty on its shelves. But the Campbell County Library is going a step further. I mean, step real further, right? It's offering a workshop to teens who want to know what it's like to be a CSI. And with us today are Samantha Rouse and Morgan Lockhart from the Fort Thomas branch of the Campbell County Library. Thank you so much for being here. Wow, we've got a crime scene right here in the studio. So tell us about what you brought today.
Yeah, so we brought some of the props we're going to be using for our mock crime scene, as well as some of the evidence for it. So you can see we've got a victim here, as well as some of our evidence cards they'll be using.
So what should we be looking for?
So what they're going to want to be looking for when doing the program is each team will get one of these case files.
Okay.
So in the case file, we'll have everything they need to solve the crime. So there's going to be like DNA analysis, a shoe print comparison, and even fingerprint analysis.
All right, so tell me what it is that you think that young people can get out of this and learn from this experience.
Well, at the library, we really like making learning fun. They learn to think critically at school, but we like to interactively engage with them. So they will actually get to, interact with the whole scene and with each other. They learn team building and communication skills while they learn some of the
What
CSI
ages
skills.
do you recommend for this?
We are doing teens 11 to 19.
Okay. You know what? I understand the CSI programs are really popular, and it's increased in the number of people who really want to grow up and do this for a career. And it really is a valid career choice, isn't it?
Yeah, we like to help them explore careers. They could be a detective on the scene, investigating the crime, talking to suspects, or they could be in the lab, doing those forensics, examining the body. We even have something in the kit where they can learn to calculate the time of death.
Oh, wow. Okay, so let's talk about some of these items that are on here. So you've got number 11, chemical identification results.
Yeah, so with this item, they're going to be actually able to look at this and figure out what chemical was used to poison their victim.
Oh.
Yeah, if that is
so
one
we
of
know
the-
it was poison.
Yeah, that could be one of, yep.
All right, we don't have to figure that out. So this cup is a big clue, right?
That is, yes. That is also one of the evidence markers in there. So in their packet, they will see that.
And then fingerprints we have.
Yeah, there.
Yes, and then the blood splashes. So poison, blood, fingerprints, all of that is going to come to a conclusion for the kids to be able to solve this.
Yes.
This is wonderful. I just love this. So how has the reaction been?
It's been very good. I've had a lot of questions about it. They've been very excited, wanting to know exactly what kind of crime scene it will be.
All right, I understand that you tried to get Clyde to play the victim in this scene.
Oh, no, what you mean was you thought Clyde was going to play the dummy. I know.
The victim, Clyde.
I understand.
All right, so tell us where people can get more information and sign up for this. This is really fun.
So they can go to our website at cc-pl.org to sign up, or they can call any of the branches to sign up for this program. We'll actually be having it at our Fort Thomas branch tomorrow at 3:30.
All right, perfect. Yeah. Thank you, ladies, for coming on.
Thank you.
Clyde, can you solve the crime?
I don't know, but I can solve this next promo. Watch this. Coming up here on Cincy Lifestyle, we've got some adorable guests in our studio this morning. In addition to the ladies you've already seen, they're cute, they're cuddly, and they're looking for forever homes. Going to tell you more about these kittens and what makes this time of the year kitten season. Then a local author will take us around the world with his collection of limericks. Boy, are we going to have fun with this. We'll tell you what a limerick is and how we'll give you an example of his work on limericks. I wish I could speak English this morning. That would be nice. Got all that and a whole lot more in just a few minutes. Welcome back. Hey, have you got an open place in your life right now or room to share a little bit of your heart? If so, you might want to consider adopting a companion that can bring you hours of delight crawling all over you, trying to get away from you. We're talking about cats in our community looking for the warmth and love of a permanent home. And here to talk with us a little bit more about that right now is Megan Niehaus. She's the outreach coordinator, for Animal Friends Humane Society in Butler County. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
And tell us about our little friends here who are rambunctious and now all energized on TV.
They took a little nap.
Yeah, they did.
So you have Star over there. I have Luna in the basket, and this is Sunny over here. They are all siblings. They're only about 5 weeks old. So currently they're still living in a foster home, but they'll be going up for adoption here in a little while.
Okay.
So you can always put in an application early if you'd like to.
All righty. What makes Animal Friends Humane Society different from others that are out there?
So we are the only open admission shelter in Butler County. We've been around for quite some time. We opened up in 1952. So we are the only county shelter in Butler County. We are open admission, so we're taking in all of those dogs that are running as strays.
Sure.
We can't turn away for anything. So we're getting all of them, and we have a great foster base that takes care of these cuties.
And you say this is kitten season right now. What makes it so?
So kittens are being born right now a lot. So moms are mating right now. So we're coming into the season that everybody is having their babies. So we're going to see an influx. All rescues and shelters are going to see an influx of kittens. So we are going to see a lot, and yeah, it's so great and cute, but it's not fair to all of the kittens that have to live outside. So we are going to start fixing every cat that we see. We have a awesome TNR program, so trap, neuter, and release for all of those community cats.
Got it.
We will be starting it up again here soon, so we can start fixing all of these community cats.
So what's the adoption process like for cats in particular?
So super quick and easy. It's a one-sheet application. Once you complete that, kittens are $50 and cats are $30. You pay the adoption fee and you get to take home your furry friend that day.
And of course, people want to know, is the animal up to date on all of its necessary medication?
They are up to date on all of their vaccines. They'll receive a rabies vaccine, a microchip, and they'll be fixed.
How difficult, because you know, we tend to think of adoption shelters and we think more so about dogs than cats. How difficult is it to place cats?
Actually super easy. Cats are a lot easier to acclimate into your home than a dog is. You don't really have to be there as often for a cat. So they are a lot easier to get adopted. So actually we're pretty low in our cats right now, thankfully.
Okay.
For a little while. Where are you going?
And if I don't know anything about cats, can you help me with that?
Of course. You can always call us. We are always willing to talk to you.
Sonny's not going. He's not going to let go.
There you go. Where are we going?
Buddy? Okay. So, all right. You know, I have a dog at home, and maybe they smell that. Yeah, he's not.
They're like,
I'm going to put him down.
There you go.
Right quick, if people want to get more information, how do they do it?
So you can visit us online at animalfriendshs.org, or you can always call us with all your cat questions at 513-867-5727.
Okay. They clearly love you.
Yeah.
Me, not so much.
They know I'm the ride.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Mona?
Well, there once was a teacher from Kentucky who's on Cincy Lifestyle. He's that lucky. And he's written a book, and we'll give you a look, which we hope you'll find is just ducky. Okay, forgive us for that, but you know, we wanted to get you warmed up for our next guest who wrote a book on limericks. And I'm so excited to welcome Jim Anstead, author of Around the World in 5 Lines. Jim, thanks for being here.
I appreciate the invitation.
Sure, okay, so tell us first, what is a limerick?
A limerick is a 5-line poem. First, second, and fifth lines rhyme. Third and fourth lines rhyme in a different way. And limericks are meant to be humorous. Even writers such as Mark Twain and Rudyard Kipling wrote limericks just for fun.
Really? And so how did you get started in writing limericks?
When I was 8 years old, I got as a Christmas present a Bennett Cerf book of limericks, edited by Bennett Cerf. There were probably 60 limericks in there. I must have read it a dozen times. I was just thrilled by it. And then it was sort of in my mind for years. I never thought I would write any, but then when I was involved in a middle school English class as a collaborative special education teacher, I was helping students, you know, with their assignments. The teacher asked everybody to write a limerick, and I said, "Oh, don't want just to sit there, so I'll write one myself." So the first limerick I ever wrote was just to participate in a middle school English class.
Wow. All right, so fast forward, and now you have a book of limericks. So tell us about your book.
Well, that English class was maybe 10 years ago, and I wrote a few more just for fun, just for enjoyment, and showed them to people, and they gave me positive reinforcement. So I thought, if I get enough limericks written, I will try to have some small company publish them. And finally, after about 7 years, that worked out, and in June of 2018, the Dorrance Company in Pittsburgh published my book of limericks.
So if people, because I always thought limericks were fun to write. So if people want to start writing a limerick, what do you have suggestions or tips for that?
Well, if you're going to do the traditional style with a place name in mind, get a place name that rhymes pretty easily. Or some limericks are just 5-line poems, no place name, but think of what you want to say in the first line and last line, and then you can pretty much figure out the other 3 lines from there.
All right, so why don't you read us one of your limericks from the book?
Just so everyone knows where the place is, there's an island called Skye off the coast of Scotland. A hopeful bake-off contestant from Skye envisioned first place for a luscious peach pie. But things went badly, though it wasn't her fault. A diabolical rival switched to sugar and salt, leaving her distraught and ready to cry.
I love that. I love that. Very good. Okay, you have one more that you can read us?
Yes. Now, Defiance is actually in Ohio.
Okay.
A highly acclaimed author from Defiance owns every imaginable household appliance. Asked what topic he planned to address next, he answered, while glancing up from his text, the critical need for self-reliance.
I love it. This is great. All right, so where can people pick up your book?
You can get it directly from Dorrance Publishing Company in Pittsburgh, or you can save a little money by going online, getting it from Amazon Books.
Okay. Thank you, Jim, so much for sharing this with us. It's been really fun. Hey, try a limerick at home. Clyde?
All right, Mona, thanks a lot. We'll be back with more Cincy Lifestyle on the other side of the break. Plus, Cincy Lifestyle has full episodes of the show up on YouTube. Find fun segments you've never seen before, or watch your favorites over and over again. Just search Cincy Lifestyle on YouTube.com. Stick around. We'll be right back. That is Cincy Lifestyle for Tuesday, March 3rd.
And remember that if you know a unique person, business, product that we need to investigate for you, we would love to do that. So let us know. You see all the ways on your screen right now.
Are we in the investigating business?
We are now with the Campbell Public Library, right?
Oh, I know that we are. Boy, CSI, Cincinnati.
CSI, right.
Well, thanks for watching us.
That's right. And if you have a limerick, hey, let us know. Put it on our Facebook page. And we will see you tomorrow. Make it a great day.
Hey, thank you so much for watching our video. Now, if you liked what you saw, hit the subscribe button. You can also check out full episodes of the show you've never seen before, or watch your favorites again and again. And as always, be sure to make it a great day.